So as you know, I love myself a bit of shoujo manga here and there. I love to indulge and butt into fictional characters' life while my own burns to the ground. And guys, even though my love life is beyond saving at this point, I love reading any sort of romance that has a good story and even better characters. And even if it's not the best piece of work, I would always complete it, just to keep it at the back of my mind to ponder. But there are just some mangas that are just, in my humble opinion, just so bad that even a certified shoujo connoisseur like me couldn't even handle. So let's get into the video and discuss it. This manga made me so frustrated at everyone in this. I dropped it, I think, after like 10 chapters. Especially the main guy in this. I'm not even gonna lie to you, I actually wanted to bomb his house. Like, he made me want to punch him through the phone so badly. And let me not even get started on the female lead, because why was she so naive? It just made me roll my eyes like more than half the time. Like, girl, please use your common sense. I tried reading it again, I think after like so many years, and I think I did get far this time until I saw him slap her, and I think I just got so turned off by that. I just like turned off my screen, looked up at the ceiling and sighed, because why was this guy actually just a villain for no reason? And for him to be the main lead, I just couldn't, and I'm never visiting that again. Peach Girl. I really tried it, this one. I even started the anime, but I just couldn't. First of all, her friend, that snaky one, she was just so problematic. Like, I love problematic characters. I feel like they make the story a bit more bearable in my opinion. But this girl, Sai or whatever, honestly making the MC's life harder every day was just like water to her. It kept her hydrated. And it was just for like the most stupidest reasons. And I just felt like she was just being annoying for the sake of being annoying. It was so annoying because everyone around her were dumb enough to believe her anytime she spread a rumor about like the main female lead. But I can't even like just talk shit about like her friend. Like, the main character herself, like, she was so obsessed with her skin color to the point that she basically wished to be fairer. Like, she would do anything to not get any darker than she already was. And she was tanned. Let me tell you, she was tanned. And it was just the way she made like her entire personality being like, oh, if I'm dark, no boys would like me. And I was just like, oh my god, you have to be kidding me right now. And I guess that was like her flaw as a character in a way, but tell me why this was her entire personality. It was either boys or people spreading rumors about her. That was literally just the main lead. There was nothing to her. And I think the last straw was when she got together with the guy she liked from the start, but then they just ended up breaking up and repeating like the same cycle of her being bullied all over again. Like, it was just so repetitive, and it had like a lot of self-hating from the female lead, and I just was not vibing with that. So for me, Peach Girl was just not it. On my life, I feel like the guy in this and the guy from Wolf Girl and the Black Prince are actually long lost brothers, because the male lead in Mischievous Kid was so bland yet so infuriating that it made me actually want to punch him. Tell me why he was acting as like a certified hater of like the female lead, and the moment she decides to move on, he starts coming back to her and acts like he likes her. Like, that is so weird. Like, why are you weird like this? And also with the female lead, I felt like she was so dumb to the point I stopped feeling bad for her, because she just kept on going back to this guy, and that just made me stop reading the series altogether. I even gave watching the anime a bit of chance as well, but like seeing them two all over again, but this time animated, just made me want to stop on like the first episode, because I could not put myself through that. And also, I feel like I'm starting to see a trend in which I hate series in which like the female lead is a bit stupid to the point in which like she can't do anything by herself. The male lead is on the border of being a criminal as well. So right now I'm really questioning all the stuff I read on the internet back in the days. Which leads me on to the next manga. And I don't know if you guys have heard of this, but Love Celeb actually made me feel so weird, because reading this felt like a fever dream. Because tell me why I'm 2 chapters in and the main girl in this, her management is selling her for sex to a famous celeb. It gets worse, because at the same time her manager's teaching her how to do all these deeds by practicing on her. And by the way, all the guys in this are adults and the main girl is a minor. Yeah, it was just so freaking icky. Like, I dropped it after 2 chapters. Just seeing this girl being used by all the men around her and it being romanticized and being like, yeah, the main guy's just doing this to her because he has a crush on her, actually gave me an aneurysm. Because what the hell was this? His treatment to her was justified because he started falling for her. And that's when I knew I actually had to drop this, because why was I traumatized reading this? And I know this doesn't run with the theme, but I also want to give like a special mention to the manual To My Dear Love. I made a deep dive on this manual already, so please check that out, guys. Thank you. It was just so infuriating for me. Like, the series started off good. I wouldn't say it started off well, but it started off good. But the ending, oh my god, I genuinely hated the non-character development in this. But the art was pretty though, so I'll give them that. First Love Monster. Reading this manga actually made me want to call Child Protective Services, because till this day I felt like I was eating edibles while reading this. Because tell me why the main female lead falls in love with the 5th grader. Because the moment I found out the main guy's age was 10 and the female lead was in high school or some shit like that, I genuinely wanted to call the police on the mangaka. Because what was wrong with them while writing this? What were they eating while they were making this manga? This boy should be playing hide and seek or tag, not being pried on by a high schooler. And it's just the way everyone finds this normal in this manga. Like, I felt like I was the weird one reading this. I genuinely thought I was one of the few people that actually read this manga and kind of like deleted it from the back of my mind. But when I saw an anime for this manga, I was so shook. So I rewatched it again and it was still as bad. It just made me feel even more confused. Who is consuming these type of media? I want to know. Like, I'm just curious. No judgment. I just want to know. Well, that's it for my little video, guys. Thank you for listening to my rant of the week. There's just so many romance mangas that just made my eyes roll, but these were like the few ones that just, you know, stuck out of like the bunch. Also, comment down below your least favorite manga. It could be any genre. I love reading through you guys' comments. It's so funny, honestly. And also, thank you for like the 200 subs. Genuinely, from the bottom of my heart, it means so much to me. I'm literally so grateful for each and every one of you. Thank you so much. I hope you guys liked this video. And with that, I'll see you all later.